Aslam. Welcome to our MDK preparatory classes. Today we have seventh part of error detection. We'll try to detect the errors from the sentences and we also try to correct them. So we have first sentence. Official records, it was reported that been falsified to conceal the secret bombing of Cambodia in 1969. Now we see that we have four options here. It was been falsified and the 1969. When we read the sentence, we see that after that we have only a helping verb been falsified and no other verb of to be is shown here or perfect shown here. So here is some error. As it is written here, it was reported. So it was reported and this event happened before that event. So the falsification of record should be should precede this event. So this must be in a perfect tense. Official records, it was reported that had been falsified. We need a helping verb had here so that we can make this clause past perfect tense so that it could match the it was reported, and as we need the sequence of tenses here, so we should have past perfect with the past indefinite. So the correct sentence would be official records, it was reported that had been falsified to conceal the secret bombing of Colombia in 1969. So our error is here, option B, and we should include the word had here so that the clause should be past perfect. In the second sentence, we have he has been trying since 2 years. This is very simple sentence. There is no error. Only we see that here is a period of time, 2 years, and in option C we have adverb since, adverb of time since. We know that when we have period of time, we should use adverb of time for, not since. So the error is here at option C. We should remove since and replace it with for. The sentence will be correct. He has been trying for 2 years because 2 years is a period of time and a for is required for period of time. In the third sentence, by next December, I have been working in the sale department for just over a year. We know that when we use the phrase by next December, this phrase is used with future tenses, especially future perfect and future perfect continuous. But here we have present perfect continuous. So the error is here at option B because we have a phrase preceding the sentence in the beginning of the sentence by next December. So we should have future perfect tense here. I will have been working. We can also write I shall have been. So the correct sentence will be by next December I will have been working in the sale department for just over a year. We have a period of time here. So future perfect continuous is required here. We have only to put will here. That sentence will be correct. So the error is at option B. We should place a word will or shall here. The sentence will be correct. Number four, anthropologists who have examined the fossils recently unearthed in Burma suggest that they may represent the common ancestor of apes and monkeys. We have a parenthesis here. As I have already told you in the previous lectures that when we have parenthesis, we should read the sentence keeping aside the parenthesis so that we can understand the sentence grammatically and could detect the error easily. So we should set aside the parenthesis which is not grammatically connected to the sentence and which has an additional information. So we read without this parenthesis. Anthropologists suggests that they may represent the common ancestor of apes and monkeys. As we know that we have subject anthropologists, that is plural, and the verb does not agree to the subject because subject is plural and the verb is singular. So we should remove s from this. S is incorrect, and we should write only suggest. The sentence will be correct. Anthropologists who have examined the fossils recently unearthed in Burma suggest that they may represent the common ancestor of apes and monkeys. So error is at point B, and we have removed S from here. S is correct because suggest is a singular verb and it does not agree with its subject. The subject is a plural. We have fifth sentence. Many expectant mothers never think about the fact that once they have had the baby, then you will have to take care of it 24 hours a day. In this sentence, we have three clauses. The first clause is many expectant mothers never think about the fact. Here we have subject mothers. In the second clause, that once they have had the baby, in this clause, this pronoun they has come in place of mothers. It matches to its noun, so it is correct. But in third clause, we see that then you will have to take care of it 24 hours a day. In the third class, we have pronoun you that does not agree to its noun mothers. So we should replace it by they. They will be the correct option here. As in the second clause is also they. So in the third clause, because it refers to the same subject. So we should replace you with they. We have error in option D, and we should replace you to they. The sentence then will be correct. The sixth sentence, George has not completed the assignment yet, and Maria hasn't neither. We have four options here. A has not, B assignment, C yet, and D is hasn't neither. We have studied that, we have learned that we cannot use two negatives at the same time. So in this sentence at option D, we have hasn't in neither. So we should remove neither to make it positive. That is either. The sentence will be correct. Now the correct sentence is George has not completed the assignment yet and Maria hasn't either. We should replace neither either, so there shouldn't be two negatives at the same place. The sentence will be correct. So error is at option B. We have seventh sentence. After she had bought himself a new automobile, she sold her bicycle. We have four options here. First is had bought, B is himself, C is she sold, and D is her. When we read the sentence, we see that after she had bought himself. At option B, we have a reflexive pronoun himself, and its subject is she. So the reflexive pronoun himself does not agree to its subject because she is a feminine gender and himself is a masculine gender. So we need here the reflexive pronoun that agree with its subject. So the error is here at option B. We should remove himself and keep the word herself here. Herself is also a reflexive pronoun and that agrees to its subject, that is she. So the sentence will be correct. After she had bought herself a new automobile, she sold her bicycle. The error is option B, and himself should be replaced with herself. In the eighth sentence, Rashid decided to buy in the morning a new car, but in the afternoon he changed his mind. We have four options here. A, to buy, B, in the morning, C, in the afternoon, D, he changed his mind. When we read the sentence, we come to the conclusion that here is the problem of word order. The order of the words is not correct here. Because as we know that the phrase, adverbial phrase that shows time should not be kept in the middle of the sentence. Here we see that in the morning comes between the infinitive to buy and it subjects a new car. The subject of any infinitive or its verb should come closer to it. It should be kept beside it. So, in the morning, as a wrong place here, we should remove it from here and keep at the beginning of the clause or at the end of the clause. So the correct sentence would be Rashid decided to buy a new car in the morning, but in the afternoon he changed his mind. We have to keep in the morning, in the beginning of the clause or in the end of the clause. Just in the second clause, in the afternoon is also an adverbial phrase, but it is in the beginning of the clause. So we can keep in the morning in the end of the clause. The correct sentence would be Rashid decided to buy in the morning, to buy a new car in the morning, but in the afternoon he changed his mind. So here we have word order and order of the phrase, adverbial phrase in the morning is not correct here. We should keep it after a new car. We have ninth sentence. The televisions are all too expensive for we to buy at this time. Perhaps we will return later. We have four options here. A is these, B is all too expensive, C is we to buy, and D is at this time. So when we read the sentence, we see that here we have a noun we here after a preposition We know that after a preposition, we should have any pronoun in its objective case. It is not acceptable in a nominative case or in any other case. So we should remove we and keep here us. We is in nominative case and us is in a objective case. The sentence will be correct. These televisions are all too expensive for us to buy. At this time, perhaps we will return later. So we should keep us here because after a preposition, we keep a objective case of any pronoun. So we should remove we and replace it by us. In the tense sentence, after Rashid had returned to his house, he was reading a book. We have four options here. Had returned to his house, he was reading. When we read the sentence, we realize that there is a problem of sequence of the tenses. Because when we have past perfect tense in any sentence, then we should keep past indefinite with it, not past continuous. Past continuous does not match to past perfect, so we have to change at option D, that is continuous. We should make it past indefinite. The sentence will be correct. So the correct sentence would be after Rashid had returned to his house, he read a book. Your reading is incorrect because it is past continuous and we have past perfect in the beginning. So we should change past continuous with the past indefinite tense. Simple past also we call it. We have 11th sentence. Many theories on conserving the purity of water has been proposed. Not one has been as widely accepted as this one. We have four options here that may contain any error. So first is A, many. The second B is has been. C is not one has been. And D is as widely accepted as. When we read the sentence, we come to the point that our subject is theories. Many theories on conserving the purity of water has been, but the verb has helping verb has, and we know that has agrees with the third person singular, but theories is not singular. Theories is plural, so we must change has to have. The sentence will be correct. Many theories on conserving the purity of water have been proposed. Not one has been widely accepted as this one. So, has is correct here because it has subject, its subject one. But here the subject is theories and we should replace has with have. The error is at option B and has should be replaced with have. We have now we have a 12th sentence. In this sentence, we have although the quantity was small, we had supplies enough to finish the experiment. We have four options here. A is although, B is was, C is supplies enough, and D is the. When we read the sentence, we see that the adjective enough is not at its right place. The adjective enough should precede its noun supplies because he qualifies, because in the word enough qualifies supplies. So it should precede it. The correct sentence should be, although the quantity was small, we had enough supplies to finish the experiment. So we have error here at option C, and enough should precede before precede supplies, and the correct option will be enough supplies here. Thank you very much.